Hi guys. Tonight's snack is Lance Premium Whole Cashews. Not salty enough. And Diet RC. Excuse me. It's a southern thing. Peanuts, cashews, Coke, Dr. Pepper. So let's get started. I apologize. So you can tell from the title of the video that we're going to be talking about Lume Cubes tonight. I originally made this on September the 30th of 2018 using my Canon 80D at 1080p, which is full HD. It doesn't look very clear because I've been using 4K since then, and you can really tell the difference. Now, how come I never put it up? Why didn't I publish it? Well, I bought these Lume Cubes for the sole purpose, or the primarily sole purpose, of putting them on my Mavic 2 Pro drone. I wanted to test them out against the Whitehouse technology strobes and see how they did. Unfortunately, when I ordered the Mavic Pro mounts, I didn't realize that they were not Mavic 2 Pro mounts and they would not fit. When I inquired about the Mavic 2 mounts, or Mavic 2 Pro mounts, they said, we aren't making those yet, but we'll let you know when we do. And indeed, they finally did come out with them. However, once they came out, I could never seem to align my schedule to get my visual line of sight person on the same page as me, and I do take the 107.29 rules, in fact all the FAA regulations, quite seriously, so I did not want to go out and film these without my second person with me. And also, they didn't seem to fit quite right. And to the eternal credit of Lume Cube, they made replacement Mavic 2 Pro and Mavic 2 Zoom mounts and sent them out to everybody free of charge, free shipping. They also included a clever little hack that helped to secure the mount to the Mavic 2 Pro. So, class act, people. First question is probably, what the heck are Lume Cubes? Well, at the most basic, they're little square flashlights. Really, really bright little square flashlights. So what do they do, and why would I want to do anything with them? Well, let's take a look. I'm not sure when I first saw Lume Cube advertised. I do know that I had no interest in it whatsoever. And obviously something's changed, but what? Well, let's start with a little better description. The Lume Cube is a small cube that is capable of producing up to 1,500 lumens of light. Now, how much light is that? Well, my everyday carry, this little flashlight right here, puts out 180 lumens. That's plenty bright for me. In addition, the Lume Cubes have a little 1/4-inch mount built in, so it soon becomes apparent that they can be mounted on a tripod, and that leads to the first thing that they're good for: photography. They can be slaved to the flash on your camera, or they can be a freestanding flash. They can be used for fill lighting, they can be used for backlighting, and they're waterproof down to 100 feet and can provide illumination from below. There are 10 levels of brightness, so you're not stuck trying to figure out how to manage 1,500 lumens of crispy brightness when you might only want 150. Let's back up the truck. What is a lumen? We all have a pretty good idea of what a watt is, at least in reference to how bright a light bulb would be. So in a concise nutshell, here's what a lumen is. Lumen is a unit of luminous flux in the International System of Units that is equal to the amount of light given out through a solid angle by a source of 1 candela intensity, radiating equally in all directions. Okay, so that was useless. Let's try a comparison. Although it's not a precise comparison, it is a comparison. A 100 watt light bulb is more or less equivalent to 1,600 lumens. When you think about it, that doesn't seem very bright. I mean, I could take a lamp with a 100 watt light bulb outside and it wouldn't seem all that bright. It wouldn't seem to be all that illuminating. The thing to remember is that flashlights and Lume Cubes and that sort of thing use reflectors and other fancy technology for which I don't want to look up the proper words for to focus the light. In other words, a 1,500 lumen Lume Cube is going to light up an area much more efficiently than a table lamp. In flashlight terms, the Lume Cubes have a long throw. So okay, lumens and photography aside, Why might level 1 Bob finally be interested in them? Drones, flying at night, seeing things at night that usually don't get lit up at night. Lume Cube. I'm keeping that in. I keep saying it that way. Lume Cube makes a dual kit that comes with, you guessed it, 2 Lume Cubes. To make that even better, they have adapter kits so that you can attach them to your drone. I got a set for the Mavic Pro, and they also make them for the older, less sexy Mavics and for the Phantoms. So let's unbox these. I've had them sitting around for a couple weeks so that I could finish up some other videos, including the Whitehouse technology video. Speaking of which, level 1 Bob, aren't these a good contender to replace those Whitehouse technology strobes? They don't have the same function. First off, they lose their use if you have to point them straight up. You no longer illuminate the ground. Illuminate. I'm starting to see where they got the name from. Also, at full brightness, the Lume Cubes only last about 20 minutes. Could they work? Yeah, but not as effectively as something made to do that specific job. So let's open these up. Okay, let's get the cashew crumbs off there. First off, comes with this neat little case here. It's got foam on the end. Okay, so let's take a quick little side detour to Bizarro Land. For some reason, almost every time I've reviewed this footage, at this point, my iPhone has activated and Siri has asked me if I wanted to call somebody. In this case, it was Mohammed Sohail. I don't know why it's doing that, and I'd be interested to know if this video made any of your iPhones go off. If so, let me know in the comments below. Thanks. Inside, and it's kind of like a hard shell case. And in here I stuck the Mavic 2 attachment, so you can attach it to the Mavic 2, and I'll show you how to do that here when we go out and fly it. So I'm just going to keep them in there. And it looks like these go in here, and then you can put these go in here. Actually, the Lume Cubes will go in there. I guess these also go in there until you put the Lume Cubes in. And then you can put little cables and whatnot there. This comes in a nice little box. It's got a famous skater on the outside. My son and my sister's boyfriend would know instantly who this is. I believe his name is Ryan something, also known as the sexy skateboarder, but not to me. And this packaging looks a little bit reminiscent of how the new GoPro Hero 7 Black comes. Okay, so let's take our beautiful little Kershaw. And it's a nice knife. Open this up, and I hope this all stays in focus because I get one chance to open this. And then it's open. These Kershaws are very sharp. I collect knives. I should do some knife videos sometime if somebody's interested in them. But I love Kershaws. I love, I don't even want to go into all the brands I love because I'll miss something. I love the small ones. I like the big ones. I like the automatics. I like the out the fronts. I love knives. So let's pop the lid here. Well, somehow, well, I did. Not sure why it doesn't want to come up, but what the heck. Huh. Okay. This is what the little Lume Cube looks like. Let's pull it out. And put on screws. Let's take a little look at it real quick. These are the control buttons to turn it on and to do the different functions. This is the reflector I was talking about with all the fancy technology that creates the throw. This is a really solid, I guess it's aluminum, it's very solid. And this little screw back here is where you hook your USB cable in to charge it up, and it's a waterproof screw. Let's see if I have any. Now, like I said, the screw's waterproof, so you definitely want to remember to put it back on tightly. Looks like it's got a little washer on it, a little rubber washer. You can see where your charging cable hooks in. And then if we open up this box, there is a second Lume Cube. So I have dos Lume Cubes. How exciting. This is 3,000 lumens of power. And you have 2 charging cables. And a caution. This is not a toy. This is a high-powered LED which will produce heat. Use it with care. Now, I have heard at full power these little suckers get hot, so that's probably a fair warning. Let's see. Each one comes with its own warning. That's kind of funny. Each one comes with its own charging cable. Each one comes with its own warning. Each one comes with its own quick start guide, because God forbid they're actually 2 different kinds of instructions. And I can see falling out little Lume Cube stickers. I love stickers. I've loved stickers since I was a kid. STP, which was an oil additive. When I was a kid, used to make these round STP stickers. They were oval, they weren't really round. Oh God, if you could score them at your local convenience store, I mean, they were all over the place. Now, you older viewers, and by older, I mean probably 50 plus, probably remember those STP stickers. They're great. So anyway, you can see how these hook in. Hook them into your computer. I'm not sure how long they take to charge. I actually did download this quick start guide right here and looked through it. But one of the important things I've seen here is that there is a Lume Cube app which I have downloaded to my phone, which allows you to remotely control your Lume Cubes. So if you want to change the intensity, even turn them on and off, make them strobe, whatever you want to do once your drone is in the air, it gives you the ability to do that. So that's pretty handy. Also, you can take pictures and start video to your phone using the app. It allows you to activate and register, which really you don't have a choice. You must activate and register in order to use them. It talks about the buttons. Now I assume that when they're talking about the buttons, they're talking about from this side. If not, then what the heck. So as far as the buttons go, the left button is the video button, and it turns on the video mode to cycle through the 10 brightness settings. And the right button is the flash button to enable Bluetooth, or you can hold it for 3 seconds to enable the optical sensor, which is right here on the front. I don't know if you can see that. I'm probably going to get out of focus, but it's right there in the front. So we'll play with most of those modes anyway. It says, of course, for the best results, please take time to charge your Lume Cube before its first use. And let's see. It has a flash mode, which is quote, perfect for capturing still images or selfies with any of your casual capture devices. What do you think a casual capture device might be? Maybe they mean your phone. Just say it. Say iPhone or your mobile device or whatever. It has a video mode, which when it's in video mode, it provides a constant light source for your smartphone. See there, they say smartphone. It has an optical slave, which allows you to detect additional light sources. So, for instance, if your camera or your smartphone has a flash, this optical sensor will pick up that flash, and it's slaved to that, and it will flash at the same time. And then it has a red eye, which will fire a sequence of short flashes before the final flash to help reduce red eye in your images. So, pretty cool. I'm really kind of excited about this, but as you guys know, anything to do with nighttime is exciting for me as far as lighting goes. So you can see how it fits on here. I should actually have my Mavic, oops. So you can get it any direction you want and then tighten it up. So it can go straight ahead, it can go straight down, it can go straight up. Oops, I'm going to loosen it up a little bit. It can go straight up. It's pretty exciting. Okay, I'm going to go charge these up, and by the magic of video, I'm going to get outside and probably take level 1 sun, and we're going to do a little video with these. Okay, so that review was obviously a long time coming, and it's kind of ironic that I went from thinking about the Lume Cube as a product I really didn't want in my arsenal to something I was actually pretty excited about. So in a few days I'm going to post the video of level 1 Sun and I going out to Lake Tyler. I use these as the strobe lights on my Mavic 2 Pro, and we flew it out to 16,000 feet at night. I'll give you the results of that later. And then the next video after that is going to explain why that particular review was the most heart-stopping, gut-wrenching, anxiety-producing review I have ever done. So stay tuned for that. If you like the video, please hit the like. If you're not subscribed, please think about that. And thank you guys so much for spending the time watching this.